Hey, what's happening? This is Isai Rodriguez, host of the Dad-Splanation podcast, where I cater to the professional working man, 40 and above, who's looking to make positive changes to his health, lose weight, and become stronger overall through simple lifestyle changes. I'm here to share inspiration, tips, and proven lessons that I've personally learned and lived through in my 40 plus years on this here beautiful blue planet. So today we'll start the discussion off by talking about the 3 steps to take for an everlasting brain in our first segment. And then we'll move on to our second segment and talk about, does Metamucil help you burn fat? Before we get into that, I need you to listen up. Look, your health and fitness goals are easier to achieve than you think. First and foremost, it's about getting your mind straight right from the get-go. And so I've got a freebie, the 10 Dad-Splanation mind hacks that'll help you whip your mind into shape so you can turn around and whip your body into shape. Does that sound good to you? Then get on over to podcast.dadsplanation.com/mind hacks to get your freebie today and start using these 10 hacks to exercise consistently and create the real and lasting results you're truly after and that you absolutely deserve. That's podcast.dadsplanation.com/mind hacks. Again, that's podcast.dadsplanation.com/mind hacks. Be in the know starting right now. Also, don't forget to rate me on Apple Podcasts or wherever it is that you're listening to this episode right now. And leave me a nice, fat, juicy 5-star review and some absolutely beautiful words of why you love the show so much. Really helps to get the word out, and it's honestly the one place where your vote truly matters. Now, let's move into our first segment with Healthy Conversations. Oh yeah, baby. I switched it up this time. I switched it up. If you guys didn't catch that, I didn't close down the VIP community. I just set it off to the side for now because I have a couple of other ideas that I want to throw out there to you guys and see how you guys receive it. And the first one is this, the first idea that I have is this concept of mind hacking. You have to set your mind straight to really hit any type of fitness or health or any type of goals, really. And this freebie that I put together for you guys, it's going to go through these 10 mind hacks. I'm not gonna give away the whole kit and caboodle, but just wanted to throw that out there and get on over there right now if you can and snatch up your freebie. All right, so enough of that. Healthy conversations. What are we talking about here during this week's installment of Healthy Conversations? So speaking of mind hacks, we're talking about the 3 steps to take for an everlasting brain. This is a great topic because I'm a firm believer that, again, part of quote unquote good health and living way longer than what you should, this has a lot to do with your brain, both physically and mentally. So the health of your brain is just as important as the health of your body. And having a strong physical brain will support, a strong mental health. If you have a strong physical brain, that supports your gives you a nice platform basically to have a strong mental health, and having that strengthen your physical body. Because think about it. If you need to get your head straight to achieve whatever goals that you're trying to achieve, like whatever it is that you're trying to get to, then again you need to have your mind straight. You need a strong physical brain. You need a strong mental health that will support a strong, healthy physical body. Period. And now, if you start digging into research on brain longevity, because I guess that's like the official term that they use, let me tell you, you're gonna find years and years worth of data to go through. It's not something that's never been studied or measured before. Trust me, this is well documented science. And in fact, CNN's chief medical correspondent Sanjay Gupta, I'm sure you've heard of him, right? Well, Dr. Gupta has dedicated much of his career to studying what keeps the brain ticking well into old age. And after his 51st birthday, Dr. Gupta wrote about how 3 specific behaviors, which you can do all at once, by the way, and when you do them, you'll outpace all your peers, all your friends, everybody around you when it comes to protecting your thinking organ, that hunk of gray matter in between your ears, And it's important, to take care of this muscle. Like, ultimately, your brain is a muscle and it needs to be exercised as such. It's one of the most important muscles, if you ask me. And now, Dr. Gupta talked about how he noticed that people tend to have a limited view of what their brains are capable of doing as they age, and how they have the power to make themselves better, faster, fitter, and even a whole heck of a lot sharper. People underestimate the power of the brain, let me tell you that. And he also went on to say how, in his mind, how he thinks it's because, since the brain is encased in a hard shell of bone, like, many people assume that it's like this black box, like it's only measured by its inputs and outputs. But, like, the idea that the brain is this secure, immovable object, it's a delusional idea that the whole scientific community, supposedly, like, they're working hard day and night to change. Like, they're trying to change this ideology, or this thought, this concept, or whatever you want to call it. The brain is not set in stone. And here's the winning catch for everyone involved, is that scientists have found 3 strategies that they're saying are the best ways to improve your brain health. So what are these 3 things? These strategies, like, what are they? Should we all be doing it? I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm all for it. At least giving it a shot, giving it a try. So anyway, let's get right into it and talk about the first one. You shouldn't be surprised when I tell you this one. The first thing they're suggesting you do to improve your brain health is to simply move. What does that mean? Well, here it is. What they're talking about is basically physical activity. That's it. Physical activity pumps out substances in the brain that act like fertilizer on brain cells for them to grow and for their survival, basically. So this allows us to continually learn new skills and explore new hobbies that are stimulating, or de-stressing and rewarding. And all these are all good things for staying sharp, mentally sharp, like on it. This is why you see so many entrepreneurs who are in shape, like physically, like because of this first tip here. You're continually having to learn and adapt in business, right? Physical activity gets those juices going up in your head. These fertilizers, as they were referred to, like these fertilizers for your brain that help you easily learn new skills and concepts. So you should seriously consider your go-to way to sweat as the first part of the equation. Like, if you like going to the gym, make it a ritual. If you're a walker, make that happen every day. Same if you're a runner, a power lifter, cycler, power yogi, dance fitness aficionado, anything like. The point is to get up, get active, and ultimately break a sweat. Next in line here, and as Dr. Gupta points out, there's a whole lot of evidence that suggests that our brains thrive on human connection. And I mean, there are so many studies that have found that those with a strong social circle have fewer health problems and live longer than those who don't. So think about that. Now, I know there are a ton of introverts that are probably cussing me out right now, but this is simply what the numbers show. And Dr. Gupta don't lie. So while you're out there getting sweaty, see if a friend or a quarantine mate can come along with you. I think I've mentioned this in the past. And to round out your brain healthy trifecta, you'll need to make sure you're truly engaging with the person in front of you. Seriously though, get out there with the buddy. Make that awkward eye contact as you do, jumping jacks together, and ask about the hard stuff. Tell them what's really up with you. Tell them what's really going on in your life, not just the superficial, everything's good over here. How about you? That's no, really let them know what's on your mind. And now, if you put it all together, think about it. One of the best things you can do for your brain is this: take a brisk walk with a close friend and discuss your problems. Period. That's it right there. That's the takeaway. That's the big aha for an everlasting brain. I know you think I know what you're thinking right now. These strategies may sound extraordinarily simple, right? And maybe even old-fashioned, but the reality is they work. Listen, your brain may be a complicated organ, trying to figure out how it ticks, but treating it well is actually a lot easier than what you think. Don't overcomplicate it. And so, the more you know, the better you'll be. And now, with that said and done, let's switch gears and move on to our second segment with Mighty Man. All right. That was a great first segment. Now we're on to Mighty Man. So, does Metamucil help you burn fat? That's the question we're attempting to, or we're not attempting, we're going to answer that today on this segment of Mighty Man. So, first off, Metamucil is a supplement that's often used to treat constipation and support regularity. It's also sometimes used for weight management because of its ability to lower your appetite and give you that feeling of fullness. That's a general rule of thumb with fiber in general. And Metamucil being a type of fiber, it gives you that, again, it lowers that appetite. It gives you that feeling of fullness. But Metamucil has also been associated with several adverse effects, for lack of better terms, leading so many to wonder whether it's even safe and effective for weight loss. So the question always comes up, again, can Metamucil help you lose weight? And should you even be using it for that purpose? These are, my opinion, great questions, if you ask me, and we're going to talk about that right quick. So first off, what exactly is Metamucil? Well, we kind of explained that already, so for starters, it's nothing more than a fiber supplement made from psyllium husk. This is a compound. The psyllium husk is a compound that comes from seeds of this plant called the blonde plantain, and it's a type of soluble fiber is what they call it, which all that means, it's a fancy term for this fiber. It easily absorbs water and forms a gel-like consistency as it passes through your tract, your GI tract, your digestive system. And so it's often used, to support, again, digestive health, to lower cholesterol levels, to reduce appetite, and to improve blood sugar control, your blood sugar levels, and also promotes regularity by trapping water in the intestines, which kind of eases the passage of stool from the body. It's generally available in a powder form, but it also comes in a capsule or in wafer form, and it can actually be purchased over the counter without a prescription. And now, does it actually help with weight loss? No, we're going to get there, So several studies have focused in the past on this potential weight loss effects of Metamucil and psyllium. And so, for instance, one study found that supplementing with psyllium decreased constipation, blood sugar levels, and body weight. So these are all good outcomes, basically, from what they found, But they also, these studies, they also show that psyllium may help reduce appetite and increase feelings of fullness. So again, beneficial for weight loss, obviously, because if you're feeling full, you're not eating, basically, right? So, and if it's reducing your appetite, again, you're not eating. Both good, byproducts or side effects for weight loss, But because if you're feeling full, then again, you're not eating. In fact, one review showed that supplementing with psyllium fiber may help keep you feeling fuller for longer between meals. And another small study found that taking Metamucil before breakfast and lunch for 3 days led to reductions in hunger and the desire to eat, and literally reduced that feeling to want to eat. And again, it increased that feeling of being full between meals. So it kind of lasted longer. You know, that when you have a meal and then you feel full, but then say an hour later you're starting to feel hungry again. Well, the Metamucil helped with that, I guess, prolonging of feeling full. But here's the thing: even though people can and have experienced these potential benefits, Metamucil or similar fiber supplements shouldn't be used as a weight loss product. Instead, try increasing your intake of soluble fiber through foods like fruits and vegetables and legumes. You know, like these foods can help you increase your fiber intake to support weight loss, and because there's always an and. They also supply important vitamins and minerals and antioxidants to improve your overall health. And because even though these studies show that Metamucil may have some weight loss benefits, there are a few side effects you have to consider. You have to be aware of them. You have to keep them in mind. So here we go. Because I always like to contrast the good, the pros and the cons, because that's how you make a good educated decision. You figure out, okay, well, these are all the pros. Am I willing to trade off the pros and you know what I mean? So first off, it's been shown to cause mild digestive issues for some people. These are things like gas and bloating. Who wants to sign up for that? Not me, my friend, not me. But hey, if you do decide to add this to your diet, then just make sure to start off low with a low dosage, and then increase your intake gradually to help minimize any of these unpleasant or unwanted side effects. Because again, who wants to be feeling that gas and bloating and all that stuff? Also, it's also important to make sure you drink plenty of water when taking Metamucil, because if not, then you might be looking at some more severe side effects like bowel obstruction. And if you have diabetes or a history of any type of gastrointestinal disorders like Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis, then you, my friend, should really not take it. No, but in all honesty, like really talk with your doctor before using any type of fiber supplements like Metamucil, because it's not good for you. Same thing goes if you're taking any other medication, because Metamucil can actually interfere with the absorption of certain types of drugs. So definitely be aware of that. These are all pretty bad side effects if you ask me. But here's the ultimate bottom line here, is that increasing your intake of fiber using a soluble fiber supplement like Metamucil, this may actually help reduce hunger and appetite and promote weight loss and all that stuff. But it can also get in the way of some medications and cause digestive distress or issues for a lot of people. Again, like bloating and belching and gas and stuff like that. So you're either retaining gas and having gas pains, or you'll be letting it fly from both ends, if you will. And so due to these risks, you should only take Metamucil after consulting with your doctor. Not only that, but despite some of their potential benefits for weight loss, Metamucil and similar fiber supplements, they should not be used as weight loss products. If you're looking for a weight loss product in specific, I have a great recommendation on that. I've had nothing but success with it, and every time I recommend it to a friend, they've always gotten back to me with great news and a slimmer wardrobe. And so if a premium weight loss product and a guaranteed slimmer wardrobe is not what you're after, and you'd rather try it naturally, it's all good. I got you. A better approach for you than using Metamucil, of course, would be to try and eat more fiber-rich foods. like fruits and vegetables and legumes, things like that. These foods can not only increase your intake of fiber to support weight loss, but they also supply a variety of important vitamins and minerals and antioxidants to support your overall health. And me, when it comes to taking care of your overall health, it's the way to go, buddy. It's the way to go. And so, with all that said and done, that's it, you guys. That's my show for today. I hope you found some valuable information here. And if nothing else, I hope I've entertained you for a few minutes and was able to bring you a little manly sunshine to you. Thanks for taking some time out of your day to listen to me. Very much appreciated. On next week's episode, we'll be talking about the 7 no mat required killer core exercises. So fellas, if you're doing a traditional crunches and not seeing the results that you really want, you'll definitely want to tune into next week's episode to find out how to get those results without having to do one single crunch. And look, your health and fitness goals are easier to achieve than you think. First and foremost, it's about getting your mind straight right from the get-go. And so I've got a freebie for you. The 10 Dad-Splanation mind hacks that'll help you whip your mind into shape so that you can turn around and whip your body into shape. Does that sound good to you? Then get on over to podcast.dadsplanation.com/mindhacks to get your freebie today and start using these 10 hacks exercise consistently and create the real lasting results you're truly after and that you absolutely deserve. That's podcast.dadsplanation.com/mindhacks. Again, that's podcast.dadsplanation.com/mindhacks. Be in the know starting right now. Also, don't forget to rate me on Apple Podcasts and wherever it is that you're listening to this episode right now. And leave me a nice, fat, juicy 5-star review and some absolutely beautiful words of why you love the show so much. It really helps me get the word out, and it's honestly one place where your vote truly matters. Till our next chat, take care now. Bye.